What kind of equipment do I need for my access bars business? So do I need a proper massage chair? So in the last video, we talked about massage tables and alternatives and possibilities and different styles you could use. So, and with the chair, it's the same thing. It all boils down to what works for you. What would you be comfortable in? And this is when you're giving the one-to-one access bars sessions. So I earlier, a couple of days ago, I went and did a swap with a lovely lady that I taught access bars to just over a year ago. And so I went to her place where she practices her access bars, and she also does other things like Reiki and other all that good stuff. So I went to her therapy room for to swap access bars, and so I received first, and fabulous, and loved it. And of course, when you first come out of having your bars run, you can be quite disorientated and you'd like still blissed out, and which I was. And she said, "Oh, would you like a break?" And I'm like, "No, I'll be fine. Let's just go right into it," because I was all enthusiastic about running her bars. So so we swapped over, and she got comfortable on the massage couch, the massage table, and I went to sit on the stool. So she had a massage stool, which you may have seen them online or whatever. So it was the entire seat was like this an enormous saddle for a bicycle saddle. So it had a raised bit, and it was literally just a seat. There was no back to it. There was no anything, and it was on wheels. And I'd never sat on one of those before, and I thought, oh, lovely, looks fun. And so I got her all comfortable and ready for her to receive the bars. And I went to sit down on the massage stool, and I missed it completely and went flying back. And luckily I was so relaxed after having the bars that I didn't feel a thing. Although I've got a little bruise on a certain point on my posterior, but apart from that, it was, I didn't hurt myself or anything. And so it was. So think about what works for you, with what kind of seating works for you, what would be comfortable for you when you're giving a bars session. So once I actually sat on the stool and and was given the bars session, it was very comfy. And I love something with wheels, because it gives you that mobility, that flexibility. And my personal favourite at the moment, and it could change, so my personal favourite at the moment is to have an office type chair. So one with a high back, this is just my personal preference, and one with arms as well, and with wheels. So what I love about having the armrests is, often when you're, you've got the person lying in front of you, and you've got your hands on their head, touching the various access bars points. Your elbows, in certain positions, I find my elbows can get quite tired, especially if the energy is running really, really strongly. And sometimes when you're running someone's bars, like, the energy can be so strong that you practically knocks you out yourself. So it's great to have, I love as much physical support when I'm running people's bars as well. So I love those the arms on the chair, just to support me. And sometimes I put extra pillows there as well, and I love that, adding extra pillows to make my job as a bars practitioner more comfortable for me, as well as for the client. So because we thought about the client when we were thinking about what kind of massage table we'd have, and so we thought about that in the last video. So this one is all about you. It's all about what makes you comfortable, what's good for you. And again, when I'm more mobile and out and about, running bars more publicly, I've got a fold-up chair to take with me. I've got several fold-up chairs, and they're not the most comfortable, so I'll take extra cushions. Perhaps I could invest in a padded fold-up chair. Now there's a thought. I might do that actually. Genius. Yeah, so think about what works for you and try different things. You know, I'm now going to try a padded fold-up chair and see how I get on with that, because when I'm out and about, I'm usually doing shorter taster sessions. So my comfort, you know, for long periods of time, for like an hour, hour and a half, perhaps 2 hours, it's not so relevant. So take into consideration those kind of things as well when you're thinking about what chairs. And also when you're, you know, if you're an Access Bars facilitator and you run classes, as you run the Access Bars one-day training class like I do, think about what people are going to sit on there as well. And bear in mind, if you do have stools like the one that I fell trying to sit, I can't say I fell off it because I didn't get that close. I wasn't even on it and I managed to fall off it. So take that into consideration. You know, people coming to your Access Bars class is all new for them, and they'll be receiving the bars as well, so they'll have that bars fuzziness perhaps as they're swapping over and running bars. So if you do have chairs like that, great. Just be aware when people are sitting down to, you know, perhaps at the beginning of the class when you're talking about how the structure of the class and how it will go, remind people about the chairs and that kind of thing. And yeah, make sure they're comfortable. So particularly one, so I've got one client who comes and they have breathing issues, and they find it very difficult to lie flat. They're not comfortable lying flat. So I make sure that I've got, oh, I forgot to mention zero gravity chairs in the last video. So yeah, so I've got options for them, like a zero gravity chair. They love the zero gravity chair. It's very comfortable for them. And then they've got that lift up, I can't think of the proper word, but yeah, so they don't have to lie down flat and they can still receive the bars and still relax fully. Yeah, so think about that as you're thinking about the seating as well. So if someone's on a raised bed, if they're not lying flat, then what seating for you while you're delivering the bars, what would work for you? And sometimes I like to stand up and deliver the bars as well. You know, sometimes I just enjoy my body. I'm standing now to do these videos. My body loves to stand, and I love the flexibility and movement of that as well. So yeah, what works for you? And there are lots of options like that there are lots of options out there. You know, you can Google massage chairs or office chairs or anything like that, and try out other people's. You know, if you know other bars practitioners, talk to them. What works for them? What do they enjoy? What's good for them? And you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money. By all means, invest in a fabulous chair. If you found a chair that just works for you and it's so comfortable and you love it, invest in it, because it's for you, it's for your business. If it nurtures your body, then it's an important part of your business expenses for you to be comfortable and be able to deliver your business in a way that works for you. But you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money. So have fun with it. Have fun playing with different types of seating and different ways of sitting and being when you give your bars sessions. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Nikki Duffy, choosingfortoday.com. See ya.